Good morning, everyone. It is Tuesday, December 2nd. Welcome to the Inside Edge. Yesterday was filing day in the special election for New Jersey's 11th congressional district, and 13 Democrats filed to run, as well as one Republican. And in an amazing feat of memory, I'm going to recite them all for you here. We've got, on the Democratic side, Passaic County Commissioner John Bartlett. We have got former Army paratrooper Zach Beecher, attorney and comedian J.L. Covan, former congressional staffer Mark Chabon, Obama administration alum Kemi Croft, Maplewood committeeman and former Mayor Dean Daffis, Essex County Commissioner Brendan Gill, Morris Township committeeman and former Mayor Jeff Grazel, former Congressman Tom Malinowski, Bernie Sanders' 2020 National Political Director Analilia Mejia, Chatham Borough Councilman Justin Strickland, Lieutenant Governor and Secretary of State Tahisha Way, and activist Anna Lee Williams. A 14th Democrat, former Morristown mayor and essentially now perennial candidate Donald Crescitello, filed with way fewer than the required number of signatures and was not allowed on the ballot. Then you've got one Republican, Randolph Mayor Joe Hathaway. This is, to put it lightly, a very, very crowded election. I mean, this is the most crowded New Jersey House primary in recent memory, as far as I know. The special election for the 10th congressional district last year drew 11 Democratic candidates, so slightly smaller. And I mean, it's certainly the primary that's the most packed full of, serious, well-funded candidates with an actual shot of becoming a member of Congress. I mean, this is a primary with a bunch of sitting or former elected officials, a bunch of other real names. And that makes it a very unpredictable race to try to handicap. I think that this is definitely going to be a race won by someone with not a super large percentage of the vote. There are some members of Congress not from New Jersey, from other states, who won their first primaries with, under 20% of the vote or around 20% of the vote. I don't know whether that's going to happen here, but it certainly feels like a real possibility. And, a crowded field like this creates all kinds of interesting dynamics about how the candidates are going to try to appeal to, small slices of voters. I think it makes money all the more important because you need resources just to get your name out there as an option in the first place. I think you're going to see the candidates all trying to find, sort of signature issues to make their own. You're going to see them try to convince voters that they are the truest progressive or the truest Donald Trump hater. I think it makes regional bases more important. I'm thinking about, candidates like, say, Daffis in Maplewood or Grazel in Morris Township, people who are very, very well known in specific parts of the district, who that forms a solid voter base. The question is whether they can expand beyond it. I think prominent endorsements could definitely get candidates some critical votes. You've got a few so far that I think are sort of in the kind of race-changing endorsement category. Andy Kim is supporting Malinowski. Governor Phil Murphy is supporting Brendan Gill. So are a whole bunch of other Essex County Democrats. Bernie Sanders is supporting Mejia. The Congressional Black Caucus PAC is supporting Way. You can maybe make an argument that those four candidates that I just listed sort of start off in the pole position here. That might be the top tier of the field, but who knows? Who knows whether voters will react to this field the same way that these endorsers are? Who knows who else has the chance to break through with a lot of money or with the right message or with the right regional base? This is just going to be a strange election. It's going to be a strange election for a lot of reasons, timing-wise, too. You're going to have a February 5th primary. That's an odd time of year to have a primary. The weather could be strange. You're going to have some odd overlaps with the general election, or sorry, not the general, but the regularly scheduled election schedule, where the filing deadline for the regular 2026 primaries will be coming before the general election in the special to actually determine who the member of Congress will be. I mean, it's very likely the Democrat is going to win that, but it's not guaranteed. And that's going to produce some weird incentives for the candidates who don't win the special primary, but still maybe want a shot at Congress. So I'm sure I will make many attempts over the following 2 months to actually handicap this race and tell you real information. Today has mostly just been me putting random thoughts out there, but I think that's what we got for right now. We've got random thoughts. We've got little bits of information about how voters might react and what the candidates are trying to do to appeal. And we'll just have to wait and see whether any of it works. So that's what I've got for today. Have a great Tuesday.